transcribe it into modern day Marine Corps.
I'm live.
Now we're
I was unaware of this. Kind of. Didn't know that we were live streaming now. Just. Alright. So let's just go over some theory, I guess. This is a triad, an F-sharp triad. And triad is 3. So we have the root note, which is F-sharp. Here's the C-sharp. And the octave F-sharp. Now, you may not know what F-sharp is. It's basically, well, it is G-flat. If you know the circle of fifths, usually sharps are also flats, and sometimes flats are sharps. So, for example, G-sharp is, what the heck? G-flat is F-sharp. This is G-sharp or A-flat, B-flat or A-sharp, C-sharp, or also known as D-flat, E-flat, also known as D-sharp. So, really simple. So Dragon Force, and also Vision Divine, I believe, and Sabaton uses theory. For example, Through the Fire and Flames is in the key of C, so I'll just give you an example here. Mainly stays on C, E flat. So they do use theory because the solo starts on G. Pretty sure that it starts on G or E flat. Let me just double check here. Through the Fire and Flames. Alright, so I just need to get to solo. Oh, there we go. It starts on E flat. If you were to, let's see. Yep, there we go. E flat right here. Accidentally hit this E. Just to show you that I'm not just hitting one string. Middle finger on this string. Thumb on this string. Same note. So it starts on E flat, and the main the main key of Through Fire and Flames is C. Starts on C. It's on C. The voice is in the key of C, and in Ashes of the Dawn starts on G. And the riff starts on D. And G, D. So in G triad, G major here. Actually, this is a minor triad. I'm pretty sure. So here's G, D, and an octave G. So G, and then D. Starts on G, then the main riff starts on D. Dragon Force uses this technique all the time. So just thought I might show you that. Let me think here. If you were to play Lake of Fire, like the cover of Lake of Fire by Nirvana, it's it's been a long time since I've played it. They are in E flat, or also known as D sharp. Yeah, so this would be an E. This would be, let's see here. Wait a second. I'm sorry, this would be an A. So if you were to play this in standard tuning, it would be F sharp, E, then A. So just to show you that, I'm going to play it in the original key, and then just standard tuning. So now, hello. Right. So now, in standard tuning. I'm so used to playing it in standard tuning, but it's in E flat. Another thing here is the circle of fifths, because flats are sharps and sharps are fifths. Sharps are flats. So just get to circle of fifths so I can explain it a bit better. As soon as I find it in here. So I read through this whole book, by the way. Come on. We are in arpeggios now. Harmonization. And I'm missed everything. Here, you know what? Why didn't I do this before? Let's see here. Okay, it doesn't say where the circle of fifths is. That's a bit of a problem. So we'll just go through it. Aha, here it is. So right here you can see the circle of fifths. That may seem like just like, what am I seeing? What am I looking at kind of thing. But what it's saying is essentially B flat. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's easier if I show you. So let's just take G flat, or also known as F sharp. Right, I forgot that I'm in flat tuning. So F sharp, also known as G flat, G sharp, also known as A flat, B flat, also known as A sharp. And you would think that this would be another sharp or a flat, but nope, this is a C. This is a C sharp or a D flat. And this is also an E flat or a D sharp. And that's pretty much it right there. That's pretty much the circle of fifths. Flats are sharps. Also in the song Monster by Skillet, respectively, they start on F. You know what, let me just put this in drop C here. Well, technically C standard. I see the problem here. I'm in B. I'm in B standard. See? And if you were to do it in a standard tune, it still uses theory. Because in A, there's a little E hidden in there. A, E, octave A. And with E, there's a little B hidden in there. So E, B, octave B. And then if we were to put this finger here, this is a B5. An A, which is a full step down, which I should probably explain steps. So let's just take A. If we were to go half a step, B flat or A sharp. And if we were to go to full step, we go to B. I may think that in B, there's an E. Well, let's see. B. I'm sorry, F sharp. And then an octave B. Is my voice in the key of B? An octave B? No. Anyways. So what we have here is E flat. And then another F sharp, I believe. Hold up a second. I'm sorry, this is a B flat. My bad. And then F sharp. And then another B. Since both of these are E strings. And in the beginning of The Unforgiven, it's the A and B string. And remember what I just said about, you know, that. So yeah. And theory is very intimidating to beginner guitarists, so they don't bother learning it. Like, if you want to become a good guitarist, you gotta learn theory, you know. And I have 3 books on theory and 1 on faster picking. Another thing that they neglect is sweep picking. And it's quite simple, really. That was alternate picking, but let me think of a no, we'll just use the outro to Fade to Black. So downstroke on the G string, then upstroke on, I should probably say what fret. So downstroke on the G string on the 9th fret, which is the E. Anyways, an upstroke on the E string on the 7th fret, which is B. And then a upstroke on the A string, not A string, B string, which is on the 10th fret, which is A, and then pull off to make it F sharp, and then repeat that. A more simple example is, that's kind of boring, so we'll just you can do this with the whole fretboard. Very simple, really. So let's get on to some alternate picking. And it's basically just upstroke and downstroke. This is upstroke, this is a downstroke. And I watched Tommy Iommi play Paranoid, and he just does downstrokes. Except for this part. You can also play it like that, which is basically an octave. The 12th fret is the octave, and so is the 24th fret. Let me think here. There's galloping. So this is galloping. It's basically actually a better example of galloping would be before the solo of Holy Wars. So it's pretty much downstrokes with some alternate picking in between. And in the beginning, it goes. Galloping. Simple. Really simple, honestly. And I want to say that's all you need to know, but there's way more to the guitar than what you think there is. Another thing that I see people struggle with is tapping. I'm like, this is pretty easy, guys. So basically, it takes a bit of practice at first. You can do your first finger. Basically, you just tap the strings. Or if you use your middle finger, your finger. And if you're a psychopath, you can use your pinky. And basically, what you can do with this, I'm just going to use my pinky because I'm a psychopath. It's basically just trill. Which is basically hammer on, which is pluck a note, and then quickly hit the same string with any of your fingers, it doesn't really matter. And then do a pull off, which is when we strike a note. Then you literally pull off the string while your other finger is on another fret. So hammer on, pull off. And a trill is basically that repeated. Really simple, really easy. And as for pick scrapes, everybody loves pick scrapes. What you do is that you don't do it lightly, because that sounds terrible. You press down. That's how you get the noise. And of course there's the slides. Really simple. There's big chords, power chords, and chords that you didn't know existed. Simple. I know I say simple in just like so many ways, but it really is. If we were to take the song Forester, it mainly starts on E. Why did I say E? I meant to say A. So the clean guitar goes A like this. Then F, D minor, G major. That repeats. While the distortion guitar goes A, D, I'm sorry, C, then D, then E, then G, E flat, I'm sorry, yeah. Then G, E, D, repeat that, G, B, C, D. So repeat that 2 times. And for the second time, you don't palm mute for this part. And for the little riff, you just pretty much don't palm mute throughout this riff and only play the string once instead of doing 2 strokes, except for this part. And then A. Then you pick scrape A, F, and then you go. There's a little transition between D and C to G. Do some harmonics here. Repeat. And during that time, you know, this. Then a rhythm distortion guitar comes in. So it's A. It's pretty much the same chord progression, except you're using minors. Slowly unpalm mute. Then play it without palm muting. Same thing. Then clean guitar comes in, which plays A, F, then G. Now, there's two ways that you can play this. You can play it like this, or like this. Same notes. But for simplicity, we'll just play it like this. Which is basically 5th fret on the B and E, and then 1st fret, and then 3rd fret on the same strings. Then a quick little before the chorus comes in, and during that time, whenever he plays a minor, a P and A minor like that, I hear the distortion guitar goes, and a bass scrape, then a D, E, G. Yes. Then you repeat this, and that cycle repeats. Now, as for the bridge, the distortion guitars. Basically what's happening here is, let me just put this on a clean thing. So you're just playing B, E, and hammer on, and then pull off again. Basically like trill. That's what it is actually. And then G, A, repeat that. Repeat one more time. Then B. You slide an octave up. So this is B, this is B, and you're sliding to the 9th fret. But don't pluck it, just naturally slide. Like that. And then you repeat the same little thing. And what's interesting is that since it starts on A, you're playing a step up. You don't play that, but so after that, the clean guitar comes in, which is basically A, G. Play that 2 times. Repeat that. And then land on A. Let it ring out. And chug, which is basically where you mute the strings and you pluck it. And whenever you're doing this, the clean guitar is a step up, and as the final chorus, you're playing a step up. So B, G, E, A. You repeat that, and afterwards, while the clean guitar is going, the bass line is. Which is pretty much the same chord progression as A, F, and G. So what we're doing here is A, an octave E, 2 times, then F, then E again, repeat it, F, and C, open D, back to C, G, open D, E, D, repeat that. Then open A. So basically, this is the bass part, just in case you guys want to know the bass part, any bass players out there. So after the little second, after that, you just let the A ring out. F, D, G, and go. And as for the letting it ring out kind of thing, whenever the distortion guitar rings out, you also ring out. You don't do a pick scrape or you don't do a slide at all, but you do the same chord progression. And there you go. Except you kind of, not necessarily tremolo pick, but like go picking like this. And as for the verse, you go. So it's A, F, G, G, G. Repeat that again, and then open A, or you could do A like that, and then D, E, G. And repeat that. And as for the final chorus, you do the same thing as if you're playing the guitar. You're doing, a full well, actually for the final verse, you're it's the same chords as the guitar is playing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Forester. And right at the end, you can hear a little bit of feedback. Interestingly, if I were to play A and pluck this string and this string, which is B on the 5th fret, and then open E at the same time, it's the same sound as the feedback, but they didn't play that. But to make the feedback sound, then a chuck. Oh, I almost forgot. After the chorus. So, let's see. So after the first chorus, wait a second. Yeah, okay, after the second chorus, play A, and then harmonics on the A and D string on the 5th fret. So A, E, A, G, F, C. You repeat that, except you're doing it on the 7th fret now. So, same strings. Like that. Really, really simple. So yeah, hope you learned something, and I will see you in the next stream. You know what? I've seen covers. They do this in place of the bass. can do it if you want, but whatever. It's up to you. So I guess I'll play that because why not? So there's a little playthrough of Forrester, and then I'll end the stream. One more thing. Whenever you're practicing, make sure to use a metronome. And what that is that it has like clicks, and it basically keeps the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason why we use a metronome is to keep the beat, but somebody can't go 1, 2, all the time because they might lose not track, but like lose speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It would lose count, not count up, but like not a consistent rhythm versus a machine that goes consistently. But sometimes some people just memorize the beat in their head and without skipping a beat, and they could just do it. But that's only for like people who have done years of experience, who has years of experience. So let's go. One more thing about the metronome while I pack everything up. Usually they, well, obviously, not usually, always. Bless you! There's always beats per measure, or beats per minutes, which is usually abbreviated as BPM, and the rhythm, well, the tempo for for Forster is 160 beats per minute. Now that may sound really intimidating, but it's really this. So I'm just going to, just real quick, plug everything, well not everything back in, but like give you an example of how to use that. Alright, so you can count you down as well. And for this, you count to 4 like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, like that. So it's 4 beats per measure at 160 beats per minute. If that makes sense. So I hope that you enjoyed this stream despite nobody joined, except for 1 or 2 people that came and just left just like that. There we go, just like that. So if you're watching this whenever it's posted, and you know, if you're watching this at all, I hope that you enjoyed this and learned something. And I will see you in the next video, whether that be a stream or a actual video. Like, comment, and subscribe.